Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain Invisible here, and welcome to another turn of the Britannia campaign for Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms. So, we shall load up turn number 9, I believe. Yes, turn number 9, so we're almost at 10 turns, and then we can assess what's been going on over the turns and sort of summarise the campaign from a 10 turns perspective. So let us get into this and see what's been going on. I don't want to give away too much of the sort of backseat diplomacy that's been going on, but we're just going to watch out and see what play by eye and see what's been going on. So in accordance to our treaty, my forces have vacated all settlements and my armies are moving westward across the Welsh River. Diplomat is on way. Excellent. So that was Wales just letting us know of the agreement that we had for our ceasefire. We've been doing a bit more backseat diplomacy, so there'll be more of that to come later, I think. Me and Wales have sort of put aside our differences, and our bitter war, I think, is finally at an end until later on in the campaign, I believe. And we got a message from Scotland. Hail, mighty English! Please, I beg of you, do not invade me. I will give you what land you please in return. Promise to not attack me ever, and I won't attack you ever again. Please just help me with the Norwegians. If I can't stop them, they will come to your doorstep. They'll only come to my doorstep because I will be on their doorstep. I will be pushing up here, and I will be sort of taking these lands. So I'll be pretty much on their doorstep. So yeah, we'll be sort of neighbours anyway. For good or bad, we'll be neighbours. And then the end of turn report, we are doing terribly financially. Probably in no small part to the losses of some territory. It looks like Trim's finally revolted as well. So we can sack Trim as well. We're just going a big sacking spree, you know. God, I'm terrible. I'm a Norwegian. I should have been Norway in this campaign. Okay, so yeah, we're not making money, but that's okay. We'll fix that shortly. Military, we are still top. We're bottom financially. We are bottom in production and population, and overall we are top. Norway are top in financial and production, so they've been doing quite well for themselves. Okay, so a quick sit rep. Looks like he's given me Lancaster back. Yeah, pulling out his forces. I don't know whether he gave me Lancaster or whether I've just claimed it as a or whether he sort of just broke off his siege. No, in fact I did take it, so I don't know. And it looks like Scotland's broken away from the York siege, so that's good. We'll be able to do something about it in a bit. First things first, what can we do here? Nice little siege. That should go well. It should be in the main term here. Yep, excellent. To get rid of some rebels. And then we can move to Chester. Retake Chester. We might as well sack it because, you know, it's apparently rebelling. That's interesting. Let's make them rebel some more. No, they're quite happy with high tax rates, as the English generally are. No arguments there, otherwise they get the armoured swordsman on them. Okay, so Yeah, we're looking a bit thin on the ground, but that was always to be expected. Don't have enough to retrain those guys. But what I did want to do was to send probably you guys this way. Or maybe I'll move them up to Shrewsbury. Take Shrewsbury. Ooh, and then I can retrain these guys. Train those guys. Do we have the speed? We probably don't have the speed to head there with cavalry. So we'll just use general to occupy the fort. Cavalry occupy fort. And we're finally sort of securing our own lands. This is good. This is turning out to be quite good. Can I do that? Yeah. Excellent. Good. Okay. So we've retaken our lands and we should be in profit actually. Yeah, we'll be in profit next turn due to us retaking English soil. And we'll just need to retake Newcastle upon Tyne and we'll have England back. Unfortunately Ireland looks like it's rebelling all over the place, but that's the Irish for you. So we need send these troops back here to be retrained. We'll be able to move a catapult. We won't be able to move a catapult there next turn, but you two can go into London and then make your way up to Newcastle. You have to move that catapult on its way towards London. And then you guys need to end up in London as well because you need retraining. Excellent. Jolly good. So yeah, England's back under English control. We've just got some civil unrest due to Welsh culture. We'll have to look out for that. I think there's Welsh culture in here as well. Oh, the damn Welsh! What have they been doing to my lands? God. Anyway, yeah. At least we've got our lands back. That's obviously the main thing to look out for. Okay. So next thing to be done. Do that. I shouldn't have taken my spy out there actually. Sorry, I went quite a bit there, didn't I? Yeah, I just wanted to kill off Swede's diplomat. I don't want him doing any more diplomatic relations. He needs getting rid of. So let's see if we can finally take this. No. And I'll be a fool for trying. We have this unit, can we Okay, we're gonna give it a go, cause you know, what's the point in being alive if you're not gonna live? So let's have a go. Oh, we did. Excellent. We took massive losses doing it, but at least we took it. Sack. We didn't get as much for that. And apparently I saved it. Jolly good. All... I can't move any of my troops, so we'll just leave it for now. So we've sacked Dublin. We'll repair the walls. Still leave it on normal tax rate. We're going to get 10,000 next turn. That's going to be good. We're diplomat. Trim. I might just leave Trim as rebels actually. There's no point me trying to take Trim at all. So that's the Irish front. Wales said he's got a diplomat on the way to me, so there he is. So he can discuss terms. And we've got some money, so let's splash it about, shall we? Lancaster, let's see. I'm going to repair you. Give you land clearance. Oh, apparently he sacked, or was it me that sacked all of Chester? I can't remember. But we need small church and roads. Let's not build roads just yet. And Shrewsbury, I think I sacked you as well, so let's give you a small church, get you back to English, the English way. But you. What about you? I apparently can't retrain all these spearmen in here, so they can go somewhere else. London, I think, was all set for... Could build a ship, right? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let's build a port here. And is there... I think London's the only other port. Any ships I build there is going to take ages to get around, though. Yeah, we'll leave you for now. Sure, give you that. In fact, no, let's take that away. We have money now, but we can't afford to just waste it on random buildings. Port. And we need to do something with... I can start doing stuff with Luton, I guess. Or Lincoln, should I say. And York. Good old York. What can we do with you? You can have a ship, right, as well. That'd be handy. That would be even better, though. I'm thinking about brothels. Not in general, but just to keep York happy. And then Carlisle. We need stuff in Carlisle because it looks a bit bare at the moment. Okay, so we're finally sort of building stuff. Build some armoured swordsmen. Then we'll regroup at Nottingham and then go somewhere. I don't know where yet. We'll figure something out. We need to do something about all these spearmen. There we are. Can you... I think Oxford can retrain to be a militia, yeah. Oh, in fact, I should have sent them all across to Oxford. That would have been better. Oh well. Great, so we've got a nice little force here that we can reinforce with anything from there. We'll need some forces in Shrewsbury once it's finished. We'll send all the feudal knights up to Nottingham, which we should be able to train them once we get the Baron Stables, which we should be able to get next turn, maybe. Everything else is pretty much sorted. Oh, I forgot about Canterbury. Why did I forget we had Canterbury? It's a bit silly of me. Sorry, Canterbury. Anyway, so, plan of action. We've retaken Dublin. It's weakened our forces to hell. But this force can then just go back to... Well, yeah, it wants to go back. Might dump it back here. Then it can retrain in Oxford. And then I might just take it back on a ship. It could probably march up here whilst my ships are going back around. And then we can head back up to Scotland with it. This army... I'm going to move back into Lancaster and then use it to probably move up through here. And then I've got the forces gathering Nottingham to do another wave up this way. I think this force I'll just leave in York. That can be a garrison force. Or I might push it up towards Newcastle upon Tyne and just leave it there, just in case Scotland tries to pull anything funny there. We've got this army currently heading towards Scotland. It'll land sort of here. Probably in Swissman's territory, but as I say, I'll be able to push through there. I'll push through from there. Yeah, so we're pretty much sorted as far as finances go. Unless Bob tries to sneak attack us again, or unless something else happens. I think we're in quite a nice position. One thing I wanted to... No, I need to pull this army out, so I'll just put my ships there. So once we dump this army off, I'll need to sort of do some scouting around here. I don't want Scotland sneaking past us with an army. Excellent. So we shall... In fact, we don't need to do that just yet. Let's just take a look to see how everyone's doing on the grand scale of things. We're still top. Swissman's doing quite well for himself, and then the others are just grouped down here. Military ranking, we did take quite a beating. Looks like between turn 6 and turn 8. I think that was when we were warring with Wales still at Oxford, and now we're increasing our numbers. Oh, in fact, I forgot to check everyone else. Wales took a big plummet. I wonder if he's been... Well, he lost some men at Oxford, so that would have contributed to that. And now he's quite low. And then the Norwegians are actually have quite a nice military, so that's good. Sweden's going to be doing some recruiting, and Scotland's lost a few troops. Production, we've got Scotland doing a huge sort of roller coaster ride of a production. Kind of like the Big Dipper, kind of dips down here and goes up and dips back down. Mine's a bit wonky. Mine sort of goes into a bit of a sawtooth pattern. Wales kind of started up here, plummeted on turn 3, went up at turn 4, and then it's kind of been a bit odd, but it's made its way back up actually, so it's not doing too bad now. It's probably got rid of some troops, that's why sorting out his production would help. The Norwegians ended up dropping down here, then going up, and then they've actually made quite a name for themselves in the production. So well done there, Swiss man. Definitely look forward to seeing how you're going to use that production later on. And then Ireland, sort of steady away Ireland actually. Sweden is doing very well with his finances and his production. So we'll see how that plays out once things start happening in Ireland. Territorial ranking, we went down quite a bit, but thanks to us retaking a couple of settlements down here, we should end up going back up next turn. In fact, we should... Oh no, we wouldn't have gone up with Oxford because he took Lancaster, so it kind of evened out a little bit in that regard. Financially, everyone's plummeted down. Everyone's kind of crashing and burning. I mean, Swissman's remaking his finances, so good for him. Ireland's finally plummeted. I think he's finally run out of steam in terms of building troops and things. And the rest of us are just down here in this bottom corner. We can't afford to save any money aside. We've all just been pushing for buildings and troops and things in our bitter wars with each other. And then population, I've obviously been top because I've got the largest kingdom, and we've just been kind of, not doing too bad. We've been kind of going up, kind of going down. Same with Wales and Scotland, and only the Norwegians and the Irish have been really going up and staying up. Excellent. Family tree, again, thank you Bob for killing off this side of my family tree. They're clearly incompetent compared to the Anslim family tree. God, yeah. It's just funny how this side of the family tree's kind of grown and this side has died out. It's hilarious. I think that's everything. Diplomacy, we are at a war with Wales, Scotland and Ireland. We soon won't be at war with Wales, so if he sends his diplomats. Wales is currently allied with Scotland. That will probably not last very long. Yeah, Scotland allied with Wales, and from what I've heard, Ireland as well, if negotiations work out okay for them. And then Ireland's actually allied with Norway, so that's a bit strange. If they're going to be... If Ireland's going to be allies with Scotland, then that's going to really annoy Swiss man. We'll see how that plays out anyway. It's just one of those things that may happen. Let's leave it at that. Oh, I've got a spy in... did I have a spy? Yeah, I've got a spy in Scotland, so let's see what Newcastle's like. Oh god, it's actually pulled out of it. Damn, I can't move my cavalry anymore. That's okay, we'll move it next turn and we'll be able to retake Newcastle upon Tyne without actually using an army, so that'll be grand. And then we'll move our spy back this way because we need him to scout out this area for when our fleet arrives. Excellent, so I think that's everything, so we'll end the turn here. And we shall save it, and then that turn is ready for the SwedishLandsKnekt. So that was turn number 9, guys. Look out for turn 10 that's going to be appearing next turn number 10. We'll as I say, do a summary about how things have been going on, and hopefully make plans to really push our kingdom in the right direction. So yeah, don't forget to check out the other players' turn number 9, and I shall see you all in the next episode.